going to look at a beehive. So before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you to Sam and Heidi for allowing me to come out to their property and film this this adventure here with the bees. I was asking camp a lot of questions, and I was pretty much just standing next to the hive with my camera and just filming and asking questions and just kind of getting immersed in the bees. And I just piece the footage together here, so this is kind of like you're right there with us as we're opening up 2 beehives and actually moving some of the frames to another third beehive that Sam built. Now these beehives, they look really nice, and Sam is actually a carpenter, so he built these himself. And at the end, you see I did get stung at the end, but it was when we were pretty much done and I took my veil off, and I was just standing there, and out of nowhere a bee just came and landed right between my eyes. As soon as it touched my skin, it was already stinging. So it was kind of I don't know, I guess just kind of a weird situation, but it really didn't hurt that bad, and it was just overall a great experience. So I'm gonna do some more of these filming bees with camp and do, you know, some other cool stuff. So hopefully we can get some better footage. I was just kind of standing there alongside the hive filming and just kind of watching the bees and just watching what was going on. So hope you enjoy.
It's like the typical structure of the hive is they put the honey and the pollen on the outside, and then they put that's the brood. Okay. See the difference? How it's kind of like brown, and that's more of like yellow, a white. Yeah.
Okay.
So brood, honey, and you can see the little larva in there.
Yeah.
And we'll see the queen, I'm sure.
Are you able to tell what type of bees these are?
I mean, most of the time they're like an Italian.
Okay.
You know, if they're darker, then there's like a darker black bee, and that's more of a Carnolian.
Okay.
Then you've got, but around here you're gonna just have mostly Italian mixes.
Yeah.
They're all mutts at this point because they breed with the, you know, people buy different bees from different areas, bring them here. The other, oh yeah, that's pretty. That's all your brood. So this hive's about to double.
Oh wow.
That's all baby bees.
Yeah.
So roughly 2,000 eggs. I don't need to know how old they are.
That's more brood, right?
Yep. All brood on this side.
I think that's the queen.
You see her?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
whoa,
yeah.
Big
wow,
girl.
That's a big one.
There she is.
Wow, look at that.
She moves.
Yeah. Looking for places to lay. Nice.
That's pretty obvious. I thought it'd be kind of difficult to see, but she is very obviously queen. Huh.
Yeah,
That's
see
awesome.
if I don't see any. I haven't seen any drones yet. But a lot of people see the drones and they're like, "Oh, queen!" It's like they look kind of similar, but once you've seen them, you're like, "No." So if I ever pull the queen out, I always put her back in. I never leave her out of the hive, and I always make sure she's not on the edge. I don't want to squish her. But no queen cells, which is pretty good. More, gosh, this thing's about to go nuts.
Yeah. Oh, so do you think we should send it over to that box, or is it too close together?
Well, you know, we can. No, it's not too close.
If you just take the queen with...
You'd want to move her with some brood.
Yeah, with
move her with some brood, and then all your foragers are going to come back to this one.
Yeah.
But we've got, I think we're going to have plenty of brood. You know, I don't know that it's August, and, you know, you do have some drones, but the thing is, I don't see many drones flying around right now.
Here's another question. Is Is it possible to take all the frames and bring them over there?
No.
No.
They're all gonna, well, all your foragers are gonna
They'll
fly
go
back
back
here.
Because they know this box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. So there's a food frame. That's all pollen. Pollen, honey at the top.
So the pollen, they cap it, but it's not capped to the top?
No, they don't cap the pollen.
Okay, so it's just sitting in there.
Yeah, it's
Huh.
just, they call it bee bread. They feed the young with it.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful.
Is that one of the new frames, Heidi?
It looks like it. It's got
Yep.
the stick going across.
I put in a couple new ones last week.
Yeah, that's like last week they did all that.
Yeah. I mean, with the amount of food and the amount of bees, and I don't see any queen cells, like, I would just leave them. If we had a queen cell in here, we would split them.
Okay, gotcha.
Or we could just tear it down. But once the queen cell's capped, they're most likely going to swarm on you.
Gotcha.
But I don't see that, so...
Is that one a drone right there? Is it bigger?
Nope.
Huh.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen a drone flying around yet. I mean, they're definitely making some still, which is kind of crazy. Because they kick them all out in the fall.
Yeah, now
That's another one from a week.
Yeah, I mean, there must be something out here.
Yeah, in a week, man, it's just crazy how
And-
fast they build that.
And especially since y'all are doing the raw, like, no foundation, like, it takes them even more nectar. So there must be a good nectar source around here. You know, like, sometimes I use the foundation, and that gives them a good start. But
So that's how that frame is made. You just put the wires going up and
Yep.
down vertically, and
and
they'll
a little thing of wax, usually like a bead of wax at the top to give them
Okay.
like a starting point.
Show
Yeah.
another frame
Huh.
here.
Starting ones like this. That's how they look.
Okay, yeah.
So they just, and this is pressed beeswax from Spain actually comes from.
Yeah.
And so it's like super pure. And so they just start building off of this and just start going down from it.
Wow.
And you can do a whole sheet like this too.
Yeah.
But it's kind of expensive, so they don't really need it.
Yeah.
So you just
Well,
start a little bit at the top.
I think it's neat to see what they naturally do.
Yeah.
You know, you just give them a little start. And,
Yeah, see, there you go. There's
Yeah.
the little piece of foundation that's
Huh.
coated in beeswax.
So that's just a little bit of honey there.
On
Maybe
the, yeah,
on
there's
right in the
none on
middle?
this side, but that's the shadow of it on.
Oh, okay.
You can see it in there.
Wow.
So, yeah, I would say leave these guys alone, or girls alone.
Alrighty.
That's just this time of year, that would just be my,
That's what I was
advice.
going with too.
like I said, June, July.
They're just such a happy hive.
Yeah.
And they're producing a ton too.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, this one we got like 2.5
Yeah, I
frames of
just
honey
took
on.
two, and then I put a third one in that hive because they didn't seem to be filling out.
Yeah, we-
So I'm gonna move this one back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Asters. Look at those guys.
Oh, strung across there.
Yeah. That's how they.
So you said the bubbles is the drones in there?
Yeah. So that's the
Like that,
on this side. So that's honey. It looks
Okay.
very similar.
Yeah.
But the drones are much bigger bees, so they need.
So they got to put an extra little.
Yeah, they're
roof
just
on there.
bigger. Yeah, and there might be some drones in the next one, but I just haven't really seen any.
Huh.
They got big eyes, big body.
Yeah.
Pretty much useless, other than mating with the queen.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Should at least use them to work a bit.
Huh?
They should at least use them to work a bit.
Shh, They
Then-
don't. They don't do anything.
I know.
They. All right. So what I'm gonna do is probably shake these bees so I don't squish a bunch of them. They should be okay. They'll fly right back. It looks kind of crazy, but
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not
we've
bad.
done it.
Huh?
Why do you think so many were at the
They just typically do that. You know, they like to walk and get down in between the frames. You're gonna squish bees if you start beekeeping. It's just part of the process. I try not to, but like when new people come out with me, I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna kill one!" I'm like, I can't not. I mean, it's not that I'm trying to. All right, so let's go.
And I put on the front. I closed off one entrance.
Oh yeah,
a couple
good.
days ago in case.
Yeah.
Some hive beetles in there.
Yeah, there's been a couple, but they haven't seemed to like overtake anything.
Yeah.
But I've never seen a hive beetle in that one. Not even one.
I saw a few,
You
but
did today?
not bad.
Okay.
There's a handful in here. It's weird looking.
This is the hive that opened up and they were just dead on top.
Okay, yeah,
And
there's
then
something going on.
I went down below and none of them were dead.
Let's start from the side on this one. This one or this one?
This last one, I believe.
Okay.
You see that?
That's some crazy looking propolis they're getting out here.
Yeah.
That orange. So this is like their duct tape
Yeah.
of bees as they
It's
use.
it's kind of like wax, but
It's like a resin. It's a tree resin, a plant resin. They collect it, and anything that's I think it's bigger than 3/8 they'll fill with that.
You can chew on that.
it's what?
You can people chew on that for gum.
Oh yeah.
It's people make tinctures out of it. They dilute it or they use like a grain alcohol and make like
Some beetle right here.
yeah.
Have you ever made mead?
I haven't. Somebody asked me that yesterday. It'd be something there's a guy I follow on Instagram out of New Zealand. See, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
See, they're making drones too.
I'm gonna try making.
Oh, there you go. There's your drones. So
yeah.
they don't sting.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah. That's your drone.
Huh.
Big eyes.
Yeah.
That's for finding the queen on their mating flights.
Really.
Big body. All they do is solicit food from the females. Lots of drones in this one. Oh! Look at that on the bottom.
A queen cell.
Oh, that
They're
little
about,
guy right
they're
there.
gonna, they're
Nice.
looking to
Oh,
swarm. So I think
okay.
if we were gonna split, we would split this guy.
Oh my.
So we'll put this queen cell, double check.
You hear that? Whoa.
So what we would do,
It's an exciting day.
got that.
we just,
Yeah.
if we, now we gotta go
Gotta
into a
record
roll.
that?
No, he's got it on his.
Oh.
He's going.
So that's like what you don't want to, well, it's not bad, but you really don't want to see those this time of year.
Yeah.
Because if half your hive leaves and they can't requeen, you're SOL.
Yeah. So they won't overwinter without a queen?
No, they have to have a queen.
Yeah.
The queen is she's responsible for keeping the
I'm
population.
so glad they're calm right now. Let's get nervous
Yeah,
about
without a
that.
queen, they just dwindle in size. The females can lay all these can lay eggs. They just lay unfertilized eggs, which turn to drones.
Yeah.
And once they start laying eggs, it's called laying worker, and then you're pretty much, for the most part, toast. So there's another one. They're starting. See it in this
Oh, yeah.
left side,
Yep.
Where? Oh.
right in the.
Tucked in there. Oh
So
my.
if we find more, we're gonna give all the queen cells to the split.
Okay.
But they're still making plenty of. We just have to make sure we find the.
Queen.
Now we've got to find her. She's almost always going to be on your brood frames.
I have yet to find her on this hive. They've been too angry with me.
So let's put that one in there with them.
Pinch it from the side. Easier. The other side.
Thank you.
The only thing with splitting too is we open up a lot of room for hive beetles because we give them more room, and the beetles love to have room. Oh, so there's a queen. There's two queen cells that they've torn down.
Yeah.
right there and there. You can see how they were long and they've torn them down. So that's why we should definitely make sure we find her.
Drones right next to it.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad you're here.
But I mean, that's, yeah, I mean, there's definitely a queen in there, because I don't know if y'all can see this, but there's eggs right in there.
Yeah.
That little grain of rice,
Uh-huh.
that's your egg. So 16 days from that point to a queen. And yeah, this hive's stacked. And they're being so sweet.
Now,
Keep
Heidi,
talking to him nice.
Heidi, on the bad day, what? They're just acting different. You just start going after you.
When I would open it, they would literally come like attack me, as if
Yeah.
I had some kind of pheromone or something that they were going after.
Huh.
Like so a bear. I wasn't doing anything different.
Yeah.
Look at all that pollen they got on their feet.
Oh yeah.
Lots of drones.
What are there? Oh no, that's a
Yeah,
drone.
see,
I was
see what I
looking-
mean?
Oh yeah.
It gets you. When you're first doing it, you're like,
There she is.
yeah, there she is.
And you start seeing her drop her butt in the hole.
Yeah.
That's her.
I mean, I'll admit they do look very similar. Yeah, there's lots of, some beetles in here for sure. They're keeping him managed, but
Do they have any defense for the beetles?
no.
They just
They corral them. They can't really, because the beetles have that like hard exoskeleton,
yeah.
they can't really kill them,
Yeah.
You
but they
see
hurt.
them, like, chasing one out of the hive. It's
Yeah, we
pretty
s-
fascinating to watch.
We saw one carrying one
Yeah.
on the little thing over there, like he was
Yeah,
trying to
and
get
throwing it
it,
out.
throwing it
Yeah.
out. But
So we've got a queen cell right here that looks like it's may have hatched.
Huh.
So usually when the queen cells have hatched, it looks like that long cell, and it'll be like, it's almost like someone cut it with a razor blade and unpeeled it.
Yeah.
And it'll be this
Yeah.
little
Is it,
uncapping.
do
So
the queens go out
there's a baby
themselves?
bee right there. See how much smaller they are? Do they what?
oh
Do
yeah.
the queens go out themselves, or are they helped out by the other?
You know, I think they have to chew their way out.
Okay.
They chew their way out themselves, and then as soon as they come out, they're pretty well taken care of.
Yeah. Or they go to town and fight the other queens.
Yeah. No, that's yeah.
Ready for action.
They're all getting taken care of until once they're mated, their pheromone
Yeah.
increases significantly. So then they're very, very well taken
There's
care
a
of.
bunch of brood on that one too.
Yeah.
That one might be on there somewhere.
See, I haven't seen any like full frames of honey in here.
Yeah.
Oh.
See her?
No, drone. She got me.
Yeah, in and out,
So she's probably even more yellow color also, huh?
Oh, you never know, really.
Huh.
Unless you actually like bought her or found her.
Yeah.
Like I said, the carnelians are dark.
Yeah, the drone.
Yeah,
It
big
looks
drones.
right
And the
there.
weird thing, which we found out the other day, is like, because the queen mates with like 10 drones, if they're all different types of bees,
Yeah.
you can have different types of bees in there, which
Yeah.
I think is wild.
Wow.
But it's from the same queen, but it's all that semen from
Yeah.
the other different types of bees.
Just variety, huh?
I was like, wow, that's really incredible. Like, they all just coexist and all look different. but
Uh-huh.
They're all brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
See, this one's not happy with me. Might give them just a little.
A little more smoke.
And you don't have to unless they're just coming after you, you really a couple puffs. Like some people, you just see them, they're like
Yeah.
just smoking the crap out of them. It can have the opposite effect sometimes too, where they,
I've done that, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna run away
yeah.
and give them a minute.
Well, like I said, if you pop the lid off like that and they're just right after you,
Yeah.
I just put the lid back on.
Yeah.
I come a different day because
Well, they're very calm
something's
today, thankfully.
not.
Tongue on that one too.
The worst thing you can do is swat at them too,
Yeah.
because they don't see very well. They operate mostly on pheromones, so when you start swatting, they're able to hone in on you better.
Yeah, and we just found out too, like if you're puffing them on the frame, the smoke can get in the honey,
Mm-hmm.
and it can taste like smoke. Which I
Yeah.
never knew that either.
Then you can sell it as smoked honey.
Yeah, right. Barbecue smoked honey.
camp, you ever do any presentations at school or anything like that?
I've done a few, like here and there.
Yeah.
This year I've been like really busy with taking them out of people's houses,
Yeah.
and I haven't really had the time. Like, I'm gonna try to do more stuff in the fall,
Mm-hmm.
and then in the winter, to get people. Because like, now is not really the best time to start beekeeping.
Yeah.
I think you don't want to try to go buy a hive right now, unless you were buying something that was ready to go for winter.
That's more brood.
So usually in the wintertime, like education stuff's better to get everybody geared in, and then, you know, spring will be around the corner.
See, that's what I've been wondering. Like, they came in here just 2 weeks after that one. So why does that one have so much honey?
Well,
And
I mean,
this one is still like seems new.
that's the thing is like some hives are just honey producers. They're just great at getting honey.
Yeah.
They could be the exact same size. They just, something about their genetics. They're honey producers, and some are bee producers. They're better at raising brood and creating a big hive. So I'm guessing.
Now, what'd you say this type of hive was?
DeLayens hive, they call it.
Okay. So
More drones.
I'm familiar with the box ones. It has the little
Oh, there's the
rectangle
queen.
frames.
Got her?
I believe.
Yeah, so the triangle type ones.
Okay,
you're talking
that's
about,
the-
like horizontal.
The
hive?
horizontal. That's a Langstrom,
Well,
or
Langstroth.
yeah, there's
The box.
Oh yeah, there she is. Looks very similar to the other one.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
found her.
You'd barely be able to see that. Huh. Okay.
And we also have, well, I'm suspecting they're about to swarm again, especially with that fully capped one over there. So let's
it'd be good to split it anyway.
put her in this one.
Maybe you could forward.
She's not going anywhere. She's not going to fly until, you know, unless I try to pick her up and like let her go, then she might fly. But so that's one of the things they do before they swarm is they'll starve her, so that you'll see that before they swarm, she'll stop producing eggs, and she becomes lighter, so she can fly better.
Ah, gotcha.
Got a lot of
Bee bread.
bee bread in that one.
Yeah. So now we're really focused on finding more queen cells, because we want to leave all the queen cells we can in this hive. And they get some pollen out here, that's for sure. Let's see any. Yeah, it's weird how they have ones that are torn down already and ones that aren't.
So it's just the workers that tear them down?
Yeah, they'll just tear them down. But they usually tear them down when they're, you know, good to go. They have a queen. They don't need them anymore.
Yeah.
And all that
And there's a
drone
lot of
brood.
drones on that one too. Holy cow.
They get tons of pollen. More drones. All those are drone cells. The drone cells are much. See, you can see how the difference in the size.
Yeah, they look like bullets.
See how big those cells are compared to the ones up here.
Okay.
So anytime
Those
they're
are
like
gonna
that,
be drones.
yeah, most likely.
Why in the world would they need like 100 drones?
I don't know why. You know. I mean, look at it. That frame is almost all drones.
Yeah, because there's not much honey on this one, right?
Mm-mm.
That's
No.
what's really weird.
Yeah.
I didn't take any. I put in a frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put in a frame
The
of
whole
honey.
Yeah.
summer.
You put in this frame, right?
I
Yeah.
think that's the one. Did you take that one out yet?
Yeah, no, there's lots of beetles in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
tons of drones in there.
Yep, I put that on because it seemed they didn't have any honey in here. So
It's just they have so many drones, the drones are eating all the honey.
Probably. The drones are eating anything they bring in, probably. See, look at the difference. Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's all like worker bees for the most part, and then you flip the frame. That's all drones.
okay, I see the difference.
So that was all full capped honey.
Yeah, it
and
was
Heidi put
full.
in there week
Was
ago.
it? So yeah,
So now they're just eating it.
yeah. So maybe they're lacking the woman power to kick them out.
Wow. Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Is there a way to separate the drones out?
No.
Oh,
Take them like 3 miles down the road and shake them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't be able to fly back.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so I mean, we have some options, I guess.
So this one you can look at.
Huh? Yeah. A little let them in access port.
Yeah, so this is like my latest one that I built.
Yeah.
And
So
then
which
on the
one's the
side,
queen
there's
on
the
now?
observation
I
window.
haven't
on
even
the
done
Oh,
that
that's what
little
that is?
panel.
Right here?
Right here, yeah. She's in there somewhere. We'll make sure she's not in the box.
Nice.
Oh, wow. That is cool.
All the bees are liking the honey.
More than you would think just by looking at it.
This is so neat with the
It
little
is. It
observation
turns out
port
really
too.
awesome.
Have y'all been to Bee City?
Yes,
Okay,
I love
yeah,
it there.
I love their indoor one. But this
Yeah.
is so cool. I like the paint job on it too.
Yeah.
It's really neat. It's just
Wipe it off.
Right at towards the end.
yeah. That's it's amazing that they actually like go for your eyes. It's like
Get some ice.
I think
Going for the eyes.
if you see is a stinger in there right between
Oh
my
yeah,
eyes.
it's
It is?
there.
Gotta wipe it off.
Okay.
Oh, we need a. Do you have
Here.
a scraper?
Grab that thing.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I can get you some
Let me grab you some.
apple vinegar and a knife.
All right, I'm officially that did it right there, huh? Not that bad. You know, nobody else got stung and
This time of year, I mean, I
Yeah.
got hives that won't even let you touch anything.
huh.
Bugs.
That's crazy.
I just want to
Yeah.
let it sit out for a little bit and they'll
Yeah.
fly back eventually. I don't know if it's going to rain again or what.
Yeah, it should be alright
Oh, well.
today.
Well, that was super fun. I got to see some of the inside of the beehive, and big thanks to Sam and Heidi for letting me come out there to the property and check out the bees. I got to meet Camp, and even got stung between the eyes. And it was amazing. I mean, really being that close to the bees, it was just an awesome experience. And to be able to see the inside of the hive, it's the same concept as the spider keep. You get to actually see what's going on inside of there. It was very, very neat, very interesting. And Camp said I could go on some more bee adventures with him. He does this full time. He does bee removal, bee relocation. So I'm going to try and get back up with him here some more, and we'll see what else we can get into. But I just can't. It really made my day to be able to do this. So it was very fun, and I'm going to put together some of the footage I got on a longer video. So check my channel here in a couple days after I get the footage edited down, and I'll post it there on Cobweb Castle.